Hello, my name is Patrick, and I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I'm interested in starting a podcast of Midwest indie artist music. I'm not a professional DJ, as you can probably tell, but I love music of just about all forms. Please allow me a few minutes to tell you about my plans for this podcast. First, I need music. So if any of you out there are produced your own music, whether it be professional, semi-professional, or even in your basement, please take note. It doesn't matter the genre of the music. This is about showcasing everyone and their talents. Send in your tunes to flyoverpodcast@gmail.com. That's flyoverpodcasts@gmail.com, or drop me a line and we can arrange some other means of getting it on the air. Also, include a little bio about yourself, band members, influences, anything you think others would be interested in knowing. One thing I have to be upfront about though, I will not be able to pay for this music due to the hopefully large volume. You will get whatever song you choose to put on the podcast. If someone likes your stuff or I find something I really like, I'll put it on there as well. I do intend to start a website with a forum and an RSS feed so you can subscribe to the podcast. I am also planning on uploading the feed to a number of sites including iTunes. For now, I am starting small with just a Facebook page at facebook.com/flyoverbandspodcast or @flyoverbandspodcast. Why am I doing this besides my selfish love for music? I truly believe there are a lot of bands in the Midwest or flyover states with something to show. I am hoping that with syndication we'll be able to show the others that talent. Remember, it doesn't matter the kind of music, rap, punk, funk, rock, folk, whatever. There's going to be others who are interested in your work. Now, about the format of the show. I will simply announce the song and talk a little about the artist at first. I may have guest DJs on from time to time, DJs in quotes, and read emails from those that have positive feedback to give about the artist or negative feedback about the show, or positive feedback about the show. I will play a prescribed set of tracks, making sure that as many get listened to as possible. I will then play requests as they come in from the week before. How will you submit requests? Emails at first, then through the forums so others can see what you're jamming to. I am hoping this podcast will average about 1.5 hours, more if we get more music. If there are bands in the area or I figure out how to do Skype or phone interviews, they will be on there as well, but I don't know how yet. Let's face it, this podcast will grow slowly until word of mouth and a little marketing come together to get the word out to the artists and listeners. Also, a shameless plug at this point. I do have a GoFundMe page at Flyover Bands Podcast at gofundme.com. It's only for $500 to help defray advertising costs and get a little better equipment. Right now I'm using a headphone microphone. And I do have a microphone downstairs, but I can't plug it into my computer yet because I don't have the right adapters. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But if you do, it's much appreciated. Oh, another shameless request. Any Midwest artist or designer wishes to come up with a simple logo for the Facebook and website? Again, I can't pay you, but we will get mentioned in our podcast and the pages themselves. So there will be a disclaimer saying that this logo was designed by so-and-so. Again, I hate to sound like a beggar, but aside from me petitioning artists from the Midwest via the web for free music, I have nothing to play. So if you have a friend or friends who would like their music showcased, please have them come on and submit their music. If you yourself have comments, questions, or suggestions, please drop me a line at flyoverbandspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's flyoverbandspodcast@gmail.com. One last thing. Please don't be offended by the term flyover. We are not flyover, damn it, and we have music to prove it. Let's just get going. Thanks for your time.